Have you ever wondered how millionaires manage to diversify their income streams? It's true that the average millionaire has about 7 different sources of income. This isn't just a fluke, it's a strategic way to ensure financial stability and growth. Most people rely solely on their job for income, which can be risky. Today, we're going to explore the 7 main ways millionaires earned their money. Plus, I'll share 2 extreme income sources you probably haven't considered. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on our future content. Let's dive in! The first income stream is earned income. This is what you earn from your job. Whether you're a worker or a high-level executive, even CEOs of large companies fall into this category. Doctors, nurses, and freelancers also rely on earned income. It's essentially trading your time for money, which is known as active income. For many self-made millionaires, this is where they start. It's reliable but has its limits. There are only so many hours in a day, and taxes can take a big chunk out of your earnings. Depending solely on this kind of income can be risky because you're limited by the time you can work. Additionally, earned income is subject to high taxation rates, sometimes up to 40% of your earnings. While it's a great foundation, relying solely on earned income can be risky. The second stream of income is profit income. This comes from buying and selling goods or services at a profit. Transitioning from an employee to an entrepreneur might seem daunting, but it's simpler than you think. With the internet, starting a business is easier and less costly. Whether you're selling physical products or digital services, if you sell for more than it costs you, you make a profit. This can be active or passive income, depending on how you run your business. Outsourcing production or focusing on digital products can create more passive income opportunities. Interest income is another key stream. This is the money you earn from lending funds. Typically, it's best to avoid lending to friends or family and instead invest in safer options like bank CDs, corporate bonds, or treasury bills. These investments offer stability, though they might only yield modest returns, typically between 1% to 4% annually. And this is huge, there are innovative, though riskier, ways to earn higher interest. Interest income is largely passive, requiring little ongoing effort. Dividend income is our fourth stream. This comes from owning shares in a company that pays dividends. When you buy stock, you become a shareholder. Companies often distribute a portion of their profits to shareholders as dividends, usually on a quarterly basis. This means you're earning money simply for owning a part of the company. Tax rates on dividend income can be lower than on earned income, making this an attractive income source for many. Now let's talk about rental income. This is the money you earn from renting out properties. It's not just limited to residential real estate. You can also rent out commercial properties or industrial spaces. But here's something interesting. You can generate rental income from other things too, like leasing out equipment, vehicles, or even musical instruments. Essentially, any property you own that you rent out can generate income. This can be a significant source of passive income. And with the right management, it can provide a steady cash flow. Just remember, rental income can also involve some active work, such as property maintenance and tenant management. The sixth income stream is residual and royalty income. This type of income means getting paid even after the main work is done. Think of actors who earn from movies they did years ago, authors who make money from books they've written, or YouTubers who get revenue from old videos. Musicians earn royalties each time their music is played. J.K. Rowling is a great example. She continues to earn from the Harry Potter series through book sales, movies, and merchandise. Residual income can come from a variety of sources, but it always involves creating something once and getting paid for it multiple times. Finally, we have capital gains. This income comes from selling assets that have increased in value over time, like real estate or stocks. If you buy a property for $180,000 and sell it for $250,000, you've made a capital gain of $70,000. The same goes for stocks bought at a low price and sold higher. Capital gains often enjoy favorable tax treatment, making this a valuable income stream for many. The key to capital gains is timing and the ability to hold on to assets until they appreciate significantly. Now for the bonus, 2 extreme income sources you might not believe. First, intellectual property income. This might seem confusing, but it's quite simple. Intellectual property income comes from patents, trademarks, and copyrights. Thomas Edison made a fortune from his patents, and modern tech companies do the same. Creating something valuable can generate income for years. For example, if you invent a product and patent it, every time someone uses your invention, you earn royalties. And let me explain why this is huge. Intellectual property can provide a steady stream of passive income with little ongoing effort. The second extreme income source is natural resource income. It might seem unbelievable, but here's why it's effective. Income from natural resources can come from owning land rich in oil, minerals, or other valuable resources. For example, many of the world's wealthiest individuals and companies have stakes in oil fields, mining operations, or timberland. Imagine owning a piece of land that produces gold or oil. Every ounce extracted adds to your wealth. This income source requires significant initial investment and expertise, but the returns can be enormous, and that raises the stakes. Investing in natural resources can lead to substantial long-term profits. To recap, here are the 7 main income streams that can help you build and sustain wealth. Earned income. This is the money you make from your job. For example, a doctor earns a salary for their medical services. Profit income. This comes from selling goods or services at a profit. For instance, an online retailer buys products at wholesale prices and sells them at a higher price. Interest income. This is the money earned from lending funds. Think of someone investing in a bank CD and earning interest on their savings. Dividend income. This income comes from owning shares in a company that pays dividends. For example, an investor owns stock in a company like Coca-Cola and receives quarterly dividends. Rental income. This is the money earned from renting out properties. A landlord rents out an apartment building and collects monthly rent from tenants. Residual and royalty income. This type of income means getting paid even after the main work is done. For example, an author earns royalties from book sales years after the book is published. Capital gains. This income comes from selling assets that have increased in value over time. An example is selling a piece of real estate for more than the purchase price. And don't forget about the 2 extreme sources. Intellectual property income. This comes from patents, trademarks, and copyrights. For instance, a tech inventor patents a new gadget and earns royalties from companies that use the patent. Natural resource income. This income comes from owning land with valuable resources. For example, an investor owns land with oil reserves and earns income from oil extraction. These income streams are not just theoretical. They are practical steps you can start taking today. Implementing even a few of these income sources can make a significant difference in your financial journey. Remember, the road to wealth is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Stay consistent, stay focused, and watch your financial future transform. Let me explain it simply. By diversifying your income streams, you reduce risk and increase your chances of long-term financial stability. You might think you've got it all figured out, but there's so much more to learn. If you really want to master the art of diversifying your wealth, or how to build some extra income or save the money you already have, you should check out these videos. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on these insights. Click that like and subscribe button, you won't regret it, plus it's time well spent. Empower your future starting today.